A global watchdog monitoring freedom of expression has named India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi as one of 37 predators of press freedom, world leaders who are accused of censorship and targeting those who work in the media. It comes less than a month after Mr. Modi signed a joint statement with G7 countries reaffirming the values of freedom of expression. India currently ranks 142nd out of 180 countries on the World Press Freedom Index. This is its lowest position since Reporters Without Borders began the ranking in 2002. One journalist has been killed in India for their work so far this year, while 4 were killed last year. Only yesterday, Twitter lost its legal immunity for content posted on its social media platform after falling foul of new IT rules that the United Nations has previously warned may hinder privacy and freedom of opinion and expression. Among those who have felt the effects of media repression in India is the journalist Rana Ayyub, who's facing a criminal investigation over a tweet of a controversial video. Ms. Ayyub is accused, along with others, of allegedly spreading misinformation aimed at stoking religious tensions.
In this particular case, they have only picked up 3 Muslim journalists and 3 political activists, all who happen to be Muslim. But yes, the larger question is, yes, they are going against every journalist who is critical of this dispensation. But what is surprising, Yelda, is the day I received the FIR from the UP police, the day I was booked, the same day, at least 3 central agencies sent summons to me and my family members. And a lot of questions by the central agencies to me are, who is Jeff Bezos? Why do I write for Time magazine? Do I get foreign funding? Do I have an agenda of maligning Narendra Modi? I'm joining Substack. So the question they're asking me is, who gave you the offer? Why are you working for international publications? It feels like they are accusing me of maligning India's international image.
That was journalist Rana Ayyub there. Well, I'm joined now by Shaina Nana Chudasama, a spokesperson for India's ruling BJP party. Thank you so much for joining us here, Ms. Chudasama, on the programme. You've just heard from Rana Ayyub. Can I get you to respond to what she's saying?
So obviously, there are certain people who are Hindu right-wing and certain people who are so-called seculars who believe that they are pseudo-secular. The word secular, which has been also in the preamble of the Indian Constitution, and not ostensibly right-wing Hindu adhering, is obviously that in a country as diverse as India, you're going to have multiple opinions, and we're welcoming that. Any legitimate voice of dissent is welcome. But if you have an amalgamation of press which has an agenda and is trying to pretend to be of a particular community or religious belief, as Ms. Ayyub and the others have, and if their intent is to instigate some kind of discomfort in our country, which is secular in nature, then I think it is absolutely right for the government of the day to act. And what have we acted on? A fake video which talked about a Muslim man who was not targeted for saying something which he did not say.
Ms. Chudasama, I'm just going to interrupt there because I asked Rana Ayyub about that video and the accusation that the video is not what she says it is. And she told me that in a subsequent video, that particular man who was targeted said that he did actually say that. So, you know, what is your response to that? Because it is your word against hers. She says, I'm a journalist, I just want to be left alone, and journalism is not a crime in this country.
Absolutely welcome to be a journalist of repute. But if you're going to be a journalist who is a part of a misinformation campaign, part of a media and journalistic contribution only being to make India a communal hub, which we are not, then I think that the government of the day has every right to scrutinize extremely divisive, derogatory speech, which constitute disinformation and enable the media to achieve only what they want, which is sensationalism.
But
Please
India
understand that Prime Minister Modi, to neutralize the
India is
media,
the largest democracy in the world. If you look at your constitution, Article 19 of
Yes.
India's constitution implicitly mentions freedom of press and allows a journalist or media outlet to cover any
Absolutely.
story and bring it to audiences without impacting the national security of the country. Does Rana Ayyub not have the right to share a video? She says she's being targeted because she's a Muslim, and other journalists who did the exact
All
same thing
nonsense.
as she did were not targeted.
look, please don't play the victim card when you're a package of disinformation. These hate campaigns on social media, what does it do to the secular fabric of India? If you have a campaign which is routinely includes, a journalist reporting something which is factual, please go ahead and do it. But the ideology that we are some kind of a spawned Hindu nation where Prime Minister Modi is some kind of a megalomaniac is factually incorrect. Because
Ms. Chudasama, we're
this is
just
the
short
one
on
leader that
time,
has
so I just want to
always
ask
said
you
that you have
one more question. You're saying that the government of the day has the right to scrutinise these journalists, but India is currently ranked 142nd out of 180 countries on the World Press Freedom Index, and the Prime Minister himself has been named a press freedom predator. Surely that worries you, it worries the Prime Minister, and it worries the government of the day, as you put it.
What worries me is the authenticity of the RSF. And if we really go down and find out who is behind some kind of a criminal conspiracy to defame India, a lot would be announced. And I don't think it is about you being Hindu or Muslim. It's about facts and the reality that we are a peace-loving nation that coexists with Hindus, Muslims, Jains, Sikhs, and every caste, creed, community. And for those who are only trying to target Prime Minister Modi, target with facts. Unsubstantiated proof cannot be your victory trophy for you for a limited few.
Shaina Nana Chudasama, thank you very much for joining us here on the programme.
Thank you.